Talking on my celly, all
So
the
good.
you should hear. Listen clearly now. Hello, can you hear me now? Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So drop your purse and grab your hips and act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Owning, this beat is zoning. I control their mind from straight over the phone. Let them explore the words, something like a tourist, and never get addicted less. From Louis Deals to Jimmy Choo's, he's real. She know the time she sees the Richard Mille. Flat double skeletal, tourbillon. It's just like a body move, it turns her on. And all our car doors go up like Transformers. See, I can do it this away, I can do it that away. From the crib in Virginia to that new Miami getaway. So cooler like New Edition, unless she hot as you said. I get it, okay, let it boil away. But please run along, cause ladies is feeling wrong. And I got something right for them right after this song. My name's K. Boy, P. Ladies and gentlemen.
Donate.
Like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So drop your purse and grab your hips and act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight we'll see the
now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Hey, Shaq, I'm very curious to know your thoughts on Julius Randle, this kid out of Kentucky.
Ernie, he's a beast inside, a born double-double machine. He's not shy about that contact either, Ernie. Loves to play physical. I like this guy. He's a Shaq type of guy.
You know what else? He may be a Zach Randolph type of guy. Some folks have kind of made that comparison.
Yeah, he has a great motor. He plays with an edge. And guess what, Ernie? He's got a chance at being an all-star.
He certainly does. It'll be great to see his season in the NBA. Let's go out now to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At small forward, standing 6'7". Nope.
It's the Denver Nuggets facing Los Angeles. It's Wednesday night basketball.
This is Kevin Durant. Welcome to
2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. In the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. So the Nuggets win the tip. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Down low, it's Fareed and JaVale McGee. Lawson and Aflalo are the 1 and 2. And it's Chandler in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing at times.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Aflalo with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Back to Chandler from the baseline, and he gets the bucket.
As you said with the Lakers, last year their defense was near the bottom in a lot of categories. Opponents averaged almost 110 points on them.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Ryan against Aflalo. Passes it to McGee. To the middle. Here's Lawson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lawson's got his first points of the game. Well, it was a bit of a mix between effort and planning and personnel for the Lakers and their defensive struggles.
Well, they would give up the most points in the paint and fast break points over the course of the season, and you give up easy chances like that, you're not winning. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Kicks it to McGee. He feeds it to Chandler. Pass to Aflalo. Shoots from the baseline. Bryant with the rebound.
Well, they're shooting 75% here early on, even with that miss.
The tray. And good on the basket. Book it. Bryant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lawson drives in. Hill pulls it in. Here's Lynn.
Yeah! Boom, what a shot! Look at that. Man, what. Oh, my, I can't believe what I just saw. Did you see that? There was no need for the heat, and yet he still made it. Absolutely incredible.
Here's Lawson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
Ty Lawson's somewhat undersized at the point guard position at 5'11", but he makes up for it with his strength, and he really competes defensively. He is not easy to push around.
Who's it's offline from half court.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Lawson has the open look. Here's McGee, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And for Lawson, the issue defensively, not so much getting overpowered, Clark. There's just certain shots he can't get to.
Yeah, well, he's not the biggest guard. I mean, he's actually one of the smaller guards we have in the league, but he's powerful, he's explosive, and he does on occasion get outsized, and he just has to do the best he can in those situations.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes.
Huh? Wow.
Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Raptors in Toronto. For Toronto, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. Now, Shaq, you talk about Charlotte. This group is fun to watch. They got some skills. They got some explosive talent. Who grabs your attention?
I got to go with Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals. He can do it all in the paint. Very creative.
A.k.a. Baby Fundamentals.
Baby Fundamentals. He has feet work, footwork, up and under moves, jump hooks. He has the illustrious one-hand shot. He's fun to watch. Al Jefferson, one of my favorite big men in the NBA.
But how about Michael Kidd-Gilchrist? He do anything for you?
Yeah, he has length. He makes great defensive plays. And, you know, when you turn your head, this guy reacts, and he's just fabulous to watch also. Charlotte is on the rise. I wouldn't want to get stung by that Hornet.
Oh, you're killing me, big fella.
You like that one, Ernie?
No, I didn't. That's not what I meant by you're killing me. Almost time for tip-off. Here's Kevin Harlan.
We've got the Charlotte Hornets taking on Toronto, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke. So the Hornets win the tip. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, a breakthrough season for Lance Stevenson, former second-round pick out of Cincinnati.
Hello.
He was an all-star candidate. Did not make it, but was really close. Improved in just about every category as well.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. On the left block. And
this not Fortnite.
But it drops.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
Here's Toronto. Ross with it. Uncovered. And that one's good. Ross has got his first points in this one. Now Walker kicks it to Jefferson. Passes it to Stevenson. Charlotte moving the ball around. Zeller passes to Walker. Dishes to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And the block by Johnson. They get it back. Ross with the steal. Here's Lowry. Tries again. No good from Ross.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Walker dishes to Stevenson. And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Feeds to Stevenson. Jefferson trying to break loose. They get it back. Second chance shot. Can't hit.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotation.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
DeRozan passes to Lowry. There's a minute left to play in the first. No good from Valanciunas. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Now here's Walker. Stevenson dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Walker. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Stevenson. DeRozan with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The drive by Lowry.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
From midcourt, cannot hit. And that does it for the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
Toronto leading by 4.
Well, what better way to retire the Bobcats name than to go out and make the playoffs for only the second time under that nickname. Good job by Charlotte last year, and now it's back to being the Hornets.
Patrick Patterson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Hansbrough in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Here's Roberts, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Henderson kicks to Williams. Unloads from 13. And that one's good. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. And although Charlotte Clark got knocked out in 4 against the Heat, they had some good games last year in that postseason.
Well, they did. And the injury to Al Jefferson, though, Kevin, really kind of sabotaged their ability to really compete with the Heat. So they weren't able to break the postseason winless streak, but the team is certainly headed in the right direction.
Vasquez, that's good.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
There's a screen to the left side wing. There's Neal with the 3. Shot is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Outside Williams. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've got it going now. Above 60% shooting for the night, and it's going to be tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
Here's Roberts. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Henderson passes to Neal. Here's Biyombo. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Williams. The Hornets also changing it up. Vonleh's checked in for Williams. And Stevenson comes in for Gary Neal. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brian Roberts.
Bismack Biyombo, the former number 7 pick overall in 2011, played a career low in minutes last season, but he was more efficient with his minutes. A rising shot blocker and rebounder off the bench.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, DeMar DeRozan with great size at the shooting guard position. Recently, he's looked to exploit that advantage in the post. He said, quote, I look at guys like Kobe, and as they started to get older, they got better in the low block. I looked at it as, quote, if I get better at it now, that's going to be a benefit for me later. Guys, he's already seeing the dividends paid.
Getting close range buckets and getting to the line, Doris. That's helping his efficiency. Thanks. And for Biombo last season, Clark, a career high from the field.
But Kevin, his turnovers have gotten worse season after season. That's where he's got to make some improvement. It's one thing to be winning his offense to do, but you got to take care of the pumpkin.
Walker with it.
This should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
Stevenson dishes to Vonleh. Off target at the rim.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
In a tight game here as we end the first half. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Leading by 3. And Charlotte looking who they've got. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the center position. Now here is Lowry. Another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of this.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
A career best performance from Kyle Lowry last season, posting best in scoring and assists. A lot of people felt like he was the player most egregiously overlooked when it came to the All-Star game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Lowry, arguably the Raptors' best player last season. Despite that, Stevie was the subject of repeated trade rumors.
Well, it was such a curious situation for Toronto. On one hand, they were trying to rebuild at the beginning of the season, maybe get a top draft pick, and then all of a sudden they started playing well. In the end, no trade. Lowry becomes their best player, and then he leads them to a top 3 seed in the playoffs. So it's kind of a strange season.
The Hornets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. knocks down the first one.
Al Jefferson is really a unique scorer inside. He doesn't shoot a lot of free throws. He doesn't tally that many assists. What he does do is make shots inside while taking great care of the basketball.
And both free throws good for Jefferson. And Jefferson with the excellent pump fake. Unusual, Steve, in that it really looks nothing like his shot. He just lifts the ball, and defenders always seem to bite on it.
Yeah, you know, it's that deception, and sometimes it looks almost comical, and yet defenders go for it. So it's obviously an effective move, and I think it's also his mentality. He's trying to trick defenders and elude them instead of trying to draw contact.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
It takes a lot of skill and agility to lay it in with the defense right on you. That's a terrific finish.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, second overall pick back in 2012, and Clark, as you know, an NCAA champion. You saw it firsthand with Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, I like his disposition, and I love his motor. I mean, his defense, his size, athleticism. He's an excellent rebounder for his position and size. He can defend up to 3 or 4 positions on the court. You know, you look at him, and I don't like to compare guys, Kevin, but, you know, he reminds me a bit of a young Gerald Wallace type.
Now here's Ross, 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Lowry inside the line. That one wide left.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Stevenson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And for Kidd-Gilchrist, the knock has always been about his outside shooting ability. His shot has a big hitch in it. He shoots it on the way down, so there's a lot of fundamental issues with that stroke.
And it's DeRozan missing. Charlotte trailing. Walker with it. Lowry picks him up. And it's Walker penetrating. He dishes it to Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 6 points for Al Jefferson.
Boy, you look at that shooting motion for MKG. Boy, that thing is broke at this point. It's going to be hard for him to fix it, but I think he can. I think it's still not beyond being modified. If that happens, the sky's the limit. He just turned 21, so he's got a chance to get that jumper right.
Kept alive. Johnson moves back up. He lays it in. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here's Kidd-Gilchrist. On the wing, Stevenson. The pass to Walker. Good on the shot. Walker's got it all tied up now for Charlotte. Here's DeRozan. From 16 feet away, he can't. DeRozan's got 8 points.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game